those who have no time for healthy eating will sooner have to find the time for illness treating. Eat good, you feel good. And obviously, like when we talk about eating healthy, I'm not just talking about like eat healthy to like maintain a good weight, eat healthy to look good. No, I'm talking about function, because your food is what you fuel yourself with. So don't fuel yourself with bad things or crap, I should say. So, and something interesting I found too is like your mental health, along with your physical health, obviously, can be a direct product of what you put into your body, and what you put into your body from food. That's why when we talk about the gut feeling, it directly goes with what you put into your gut.
We've all had these days where we sit down and we just enjoy ourselves to like a bag of chips, let's say, for example. It feels great eating those chips, right? You sit down, you're relaxed, you're enjoying a movie, a show, you're eating a bag of chips one after the other. It tastes really good, stimulating taste. I don't know about you, but my personal favorite is salt and vinegar. Now, when I munch down on those bag of chips, I'll always tell myself, just another one. Yeah, I'll stop as soon as I reach halfway in the bag. Next thing I know, a bag meant for 4 people is just consumed all by myself. Then afterwards, you feel stuffed, you feel, this is a great bag of chips. But then, a few minutes later, maybe an hour later, you start to feel sluggish a little bit. You start to feel like, now I'm just getting a carb crash right now. And that's the thing with these taste-inducing food. It's always meant to attract you and then suck you in and keep you. Because if you can take a bag of chips and not add that much stimulating taste to it, you wouldn't be consuming it that much.
Have you ever had moments where, let's say, times where you weren't eating so good? Where, like, number one, mentally you didn't feel good, you felt sluggish, you felt slobby, and also you felt like you were in a bad mood, versus when you eat good stuff, when you fuel yourself with good food, healthy, whole foods, not processed stuff, you feel sharper, you feel healthier, you feel happier even.
I want to transition between 2 time zones. Beginning of college versus start of second year of college. And that's great because you remember, like when you walk into a dining hall cafeteria, you have 2 different zones. A zone where they keep all of the healthy foods that's good for you, salad bar, pasta bar, healthy sandwich areas. And then I remember it was literally another section, deep fried burgers, fried chicken, soda machine, anything, pizzas. And of course, me starting, automatically would go burgers, pizzas, fries, chicken wings, everything, you name it. My breakfast would be waffles and pancakes every day. Dinner would be pretty much just, again, lunch. It sounds great. I'm enjoying myself way too much. But my performance throughout the day was garbage. I constantly found myself that I needed to induce myself with these high energy foods, yet I was getting absolutely 0 to very few nutrients from these foods. So constantly snacking, just to be able to push energy up. But the thing is, these calories that I'm consuming were just garbage fuel. It makes you feel sluggish. I had 0 energy to go to the gym, take care of my health, nothing. But then I remember one day I wanted to wake up and said, you know what? I need to eat healthy. So I went to the dining hall and I said, I'm gonna have an omelet for breakfast today. I'm gonna stuff it with vegetables. I remember as soon as I ate that thing, I ran to the bathroom and threw up because my body could not process this at all. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, oh no, eating healthy, I'm gonna be like this every day. It's gonna suck. Oh, it's terrible. Remember, I went back, had a little bit of waffles, maybe again that day, went back. But then I said to myself, no. I was so unused to eating healthy foods that the second I introduced a somewhat healthy meal into my body, it literally put my whole system in shock. It was like, what is this? Get it out. This is not what we usually consume. So yes, if you are going to transition from eating, let's say, junk, high energy but low nutrient foods into like a healthier meal plan, you will feel like your system is in shock. That's normal. I felt that way too. It took me maybe 3 weeks to get used to it, but it also took me 3 months to start to see the absolute benefits. Like within 3 months, I remember energy was great throughout the day. I was eating whole healthy meals. And when I started to shift to it, and I even incorporated healthy snacks like a fruit or like a vegetable inside my backpack just to get another hit of good energy. And it was amazing. I noticed that I could go to the gym, I could do more, I could move more. Even thinking, I had like no brain fog that you get from eating a double cheeseburger with a set of fries and onion rings. Because when you eat that, you just feel like, oh, I'm so stuffed. Oh no, too cloudy to think, too foggy to think. Whereas let's say you have a healthy meal, you know, some grilled chicken, maybe some pasta, throw in a vegetable salad, it's feeling great. So I'm telling you, fuel yourself like you were a supercar. You wouldn't put truck diesel in a Ferrari. You would just destroy the engine. So don't treat yourself like a diesel truck. Treat yourself like a Ferrari.
Then it was something I came across not too long ago, where it was this guy on social media. He was saying something like, it was so funny. It had to do with sugar, and obviously, like we are a group of people, not us specifically. I'm talking about in general. I just love to consume large amounts of sugar, and it went like this. It went like sugar in a child's brain is ADHD. Sugar in an adult's brain is Alzheimer's. Sugar in the bloodstream is cancer. And then sugar in certain organs leads to diabetes. And then sugar on Wall Street is a $1 billion industry. So at the end of the day, like, there are people you can't blame because it was all marketed for them to basically fall into this trap of like, eat those processed foods, eat those bad foods, avoid those whole foods. And also, like, there are times where you can't blame people because they, like, or like your example of fast foods, they're priced very cheaply compared to, you know, organic, healthy, whole foods. So, like in a case of someone that's limited with money and also limited with knowledge, because, you know, being on a budget is no excuse to not eat properly or eat healthy. Like, there are people that wouldn't put the effort into themselves to eat right, and it doesn't just come down to physical performance. Like Wahab was talking about brain fog, he was talking about thinking sharp. It comes down to mental performance, and that's a shift you start to realize when, especially if you were in the habit of eating sugars and processed foods and bad foods, and you switch to the foods that actually make you feel good. You feel upgraded from a physical perspective, obviously, but also from a mental perspective.
What we're saying doesn't say don't treat yourself, don't allow yourself these few days where you enjoy a nice burger, where you enjoy a nice pizza. I've especially found it that, let's say, a week of clean eating, then having a cheat day does wonders for me. It helps me out. It helps rebalance me. It helps motivate me. It allows me to enjoy life, so to say. But I've also found another great rule, which is I simply keep 80% of everything I eat healthy, and then I allow 20% within that week to be junk food. Like, let's say there's an Oreo. I have an Oreo. Don't eat the whole box. There's a bag of chips. Okay, there's a movie. Enjoy yourself, treat it. But also be true to yourself. Because constantly these foods, they play trick in your mind. They make it addicting on purpose. They make it colorful and flashy to grab your attention. Don't let them win. Like the previous point, it is $1 billion industry. The best way to do it is to keep tricking you into eating it. Treat yourself well. You will thank yourself. Listen to your gut. Don't fuel yourself with garbage, processed foods, simply because it makes you feel energetic. This false sense of energy will go away. Feed yourself like you are your own child that you wish to grow up to be healthy and prosperous. Keep hacking the life. Oh, very good.